What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Gamer Bloodline here, and I know it's been a while since I put videos out, and that's because a true tragedy has happened. Nothing crazy, you know, my family's safe, I'm safe, everything's good, but my PC is not safe. I had a power supply failure, so I'm currently in the process of getting that fixed so that I can get back to making content for you guys. But I'm pretty much running on a makeshift setup here. I got my 2010 MacBook Pro that is not doing too great, but I was able to get the Elgato software on there, and I can record this gameplay, and I'm actually recording the audio right from my iPhone. So it probably doesn't sound too great. I apologize for that, but I figured it's better to get something out than get nothing out. And it's been a while. I took a break over the holiday, Thanksgiving and everything like that. Spent time with the family, and then on just past weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, when I got up on Saturday morning, ready to get started on some content, get the Cage Treasure chest video out. I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't the lights on? I left the computer on the night before. I usually wake up in the morning, post a video, and I'm like, why isn't the lights on? I know I left the computer on, but I figured, maybe my wife came in, shut the computer down for me, something like that. Nope, it wasn't shut down. I went, I hit the button, nothing. It's definitely a power supply failure, and thankfully it's nothing too crazy. It's nothing like the motherboard or anything like that I would have absolutely had to spend more money to get fixed. It's well within warranty, so I'm all good. But anyway, enough of that. I'll be back stronger than ever. PC will be here soon. Until then, I'm hoping that you guys bear with me and deal with this potato audio. And I'm assuming the video is still gonna look good. The Elgato software with the recording is still on point. But enough about that. This video is, I'll be going over the weekly reset for this week. So I'm gonna run over to Tess Everest real quick and see what she has for the refresh. So Eververse is actually one of the things that they are going to be refreshing with season 2. So all the exotic emotes, ships, and I guess ornaments. I think Bungie announced that the ornaments will actually still be available, but the exotic ships and emotes, and even the armor set from Eververse will actually be changing when season 2 comes in. And season 2 is actually launching at the same time that the Curse of Osiris DLC comes out, which is December 5th. So that's next Tuesday. So I'm recording this on Tuesday. I'll probably post this for you guys on Wednesday. So it's pretty much a week away. A week away, we're going to have new DLC for Destiny 2. Also with that comes Season 2. And some other changes that it's bringing in as well. I know the reset is actually changing the time. So typically reset comes in like the time that the game actually updates is around 4 in the morning Eastern time. So that's actually going to change to about 12 in the afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's a little bit different. That actually gives, me time to actually get home, from work, get the content created, and actually post this reset video, hopefully in the future on the same day. So even though like you guys would be seeing, for example, this video on Wednesday, in the future I should be able to get it out to you guys on Tuesday as well. So anyway, I got the salty emote. You can see right there, I already own that one. Spicy ramen I own as well. And then we got the Sparrow, Skedaddle. We got the Captain Nemo ship. Leonid MV, I guess it is. Break the Dawn, that's the Merciless exotic ornament. Red Dwarf for the Sunshot. Fire Team Medallions. I think I'm actually going to buy 3 of these. I don't even know if, come the Curse of Osiris DLC, if Fire Team Medallions will be going away. But let me just finish this, and then we'll get into other things that's going on in Destiny for this week, or that, this past week. So we have the Nebula Rose shader, Dawn and Dust shader, Soros Modular Shine, Vertical Shell, and 2 of Diamond Shell. Then we have the legs for the Optimacy set. So that's pretty much it for the Eververse reset, or I guess her inventory refresh, I should call it. But yeah, so as far as the Fire Team Medallions go, Bungie kind of, or Destiny 2 has kind of had some controversy surrounding it. This past week, I wasn't able really to, say anything on it, so, give my opinion. But basically, after you hit the max level in Destiny 2, which is level 20, all the XP that you earn, I'll go into my inventory to show you here what I mean. So as you can see, I'm max level 20, right above this yellow bar here. You can see my level. And then you can see this progress on this bar, which is yellow filled in. Once I fill up this bar, I get what's called a bright engram. And inside that bright engram, you have the opportunity to get lots and lots of loot, lots of different things. Bright dust. You have a chance at exotic emotes, etc., etc. So you pretty much just have to play the game, grind experience, XP, and you can get bright engrams, and then you'll increase your chances at getting, one of or a few of those things from, the loot, the armor, the weapon ornaments, and things like that. So Bungie actually, I guess the word that is going around is throttled, or they held back the amount of XP that you can actually earn if you're playing one activity. So, if I'm doing patrols out in the wilds and I pop, let's say, a fire team medallion, and I'm playing with, let's say, my son, and I pop a fire team medallion, and he pops one because they actually stacked up to 2, and then we're just grinding out. Let's say we want to spend 4 hours, 5 hours, on a Saturday or whatever, just playing and grinding out, trying to earn these bright engrams, right? That will be the goal. We want to get as many bright engrams as we can so we can have a chance at loot, instead of buying the bright engrams from Tess Evers here, which, you can spend real world money. You get what's called silver, which is in-game currency, and then you can use that in-game currency to then buy bright engrams. So this is, Destiny 2's version of microtransactions or loot boxes. So what Bungie actually, they had an algorithm in the game that will actually slow down the amount of XP that you can earn if you're playing one activity for a long period of time. So basically, that's, if you ask me, that's pretty grimy. You know what I mean? It's like they were being slick so that, if you were grinding something out trying to get these bright engrams, you really wouldn't be earning that much XP as much as you think you are towards your next bright engram. So that's pretty much what's been going on. And because of that, because of, kind of all the attention and I guess publicity that they got surrounding that, and I don't mean good publicity, it's been pretty negative. They actually canceled tomorrow's live stream, and they're pretty much just going to do a blog post, I guess, kind of explaining, more of the, of what's been going on. So we wouldn't have even known. It was a Reddit post, and, credit to the Reddit member or screen name. I actually don't know his name to even quote in this video. I'll put it in the link in the description to give him full credit, but he actually did like extensive testing on XP gains to actually, I guess, bring this to light. And then, games media websites and things like that picked up on it, like IGN and, Game Informer and things like that. And then I guess with that attention, it forced Bungie to actually make a comment. And that comment was, they did actually have this in the game, and they are going to remove it from the game effective immediately because it's not, meeting their goals or the fans' goals, the players, us, me, you, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay. You knew we never asked for anything like that. Why would we want, to earn less XP if we're playing an activity if our goal is to earn these bright engrams, right? Like, what would be the purpose of that? So yeah, it didn't meet their standards, and they removed it from the game. But I'm assuming that there's going to be more to that they're going to be announcing tomorrow and covering in this blog post. So I will definitely be bringing you guys news on that later this week. I plan on bringing like a kind of a review of Destiny 2 up until this point. Pretty much doing like a thumbs up, thumbs down, nothing too crazy. I'm not going to go in depth of a review of the game and the story mode, etc. But, Destiny is a game that is going to be supported over several years by Bungie, just as Destiny 1 was. So I figured I would do a review of Season 1, right? That's Season 2 is about to ring in. They are bringing some quality of life changes to the game. So I figured, I'll review Season 1, kind of give my thoughts and opinions on how I'm enjoying the game so far and, what I hope the future will bring. But anyway, back to this reset. Ikora,
what do you see?
Her missions, her meditations for this week are the 1AU mission, Chosen, and Larceny. And then I'll just jump right in and actually go over to the Nightfall. So in addition to that, our Flashpoint obviously is a refresh for this week. It's on the EDZ. So don't forget to pick up Cade's treasure map so you can hunt down those chests and have a chance at the loot that those chests offers. They didn't really mention if the loot that comes out of Cage's stash or his treasure chests are going to change for season 2, but I hope that they do. So I hope that they bring new emblems and things like that. Our call to arms for Crucible have been reset. Our clan XP as well, and as well as the Nightfall. And speaking of the Nightfall, that is the, let's see what strike that is. The Nightfall for this week, the strike is Savathun Song. That's on Titan. And the modifiers for this week are Momentum, which is basically, health and shield regeneration are disabled while standing still, so you have to keep moving to regenerate quickly. And Time Warp Anomaly. So this is the one when the little oracles spawn around the map, and you kind of have to hunt them down and destroy them in order to add time to the clock. And that's pretty much it for the weekly reset. But I don't want to ramble on too much, but I wanted to definitely give you guys an update on what's been going on and why I haven't been posting any content, as well as bring you the news of the reset, and as well as news of what Bungie plans on doing tomorrow, being that there's not going to be a live stream. As far as my opinions on the past, the 2 live streams that already passed, it's to be honest, it's been lackluster. I love Destiny, this universe. The reason I play it is because it's supported over the long haul. So it's something that I've enjoyed doing for, as far as Destiny 1 for 3 years, and the hype for Destiny 2, as far as I go on my part, was real. It didn't 100% meet my expectations, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that Bungie is paying attention to, its player base, because we are the ones who are going to support this game in the long run. So I hope they are paying attention, and they plan on fixing the issues with the game. One of them being the roles of these weapons being the same every time you get a duplicate weapon, for example. In Destiny 1, let's say, for example, this perk here would be random. So this pulse rifle has this trait on it, but this trait will be different the next time, or could be different, I should say, the next time I get this weapon, as well as all of this, right? The scopes can actually be different, this last trait. So that basically added variety to the game, and it had me, let's say, for example, if that pulse rifle was, a good pulse rifle that I actually liked or enjoyed using, I would actually grind different activities so that I can get the role that I want, that is ideal for me on that specific weapon. Just think about that. That alone adds hours and hours of gameplay to do if I wanted to jump in and grind and search for that perfect rolled weapon. And with Destiny 2, they did away with that. So here's hoping random rolls do make a return in the future of Destiny 2. Let's see here. I got some notes. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wanted to discuss. I'll leave the rest for other videos. I think I've rambled on enough for this one. I hope that I'm able to edit, in post-production and make this sound quality a little bit better so you're able to hear me, but, for effort, right? Drop a like on it if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. And I guess I'll see you guys in Season 2. Peace.